Hey everybody, Steven here, back playing Subnautica Below Zero, and today looking at the latest updates to the game. They've introduced some things. This is where it's taken longer to do these videos, just because I'm waiting for them to stack, otherwise I'm covering like one thing here and there in a video. But we do have a decent amount. Now some of this may have been in game for a minute, and this will really have to do with the Ice Worm Arena area and some of the details. It does look like they've done a detail pass on the edge of the walls there, but we'll cover that here in a second. Now, first thing I want to look at is going to be Mercury 2 logs. They've just added these to the game. Now these are going to say that they're drafts. Ooh, Captain Badass. So we have the draft here with these. I'm wondering if we'll see pictures with these, and then we have the ship crew logs. I don't know if these are going to stay or not. Kind of seems like these would replace them. No audio. I don't know if that's going to be the case, like we have with some of the other logs here. I don't think they'll end up doing that, but we'll see. Where would it be? Don't think it's this one. I was looking for, and I cannot find, supposedly there's been, and well, they posted about it, I just can't find it, so I just don't know if it's actually in game. But there's supposed to be an Altera group photo update. So they had the old photo from the first game. There's supposed to be a new one in here. I can't find it, so if you guys find that, let me know in the comment section. I've checked Research Base 0, Omega Base, Delta Base, Phi Robotics. I just can't find it. Maybe I'm passing it. I don't know. So we have that. Now the next thing, I'm going to go over to the Ice Worm Arena here. We're going to hopefully get a song going. There's a bug right now with the camera when ghosting into areas. So we may see this shifting of the character model here. All right, let's ghost in. You can kind of see, you start to float through and it gets worse and worse as I do it more and more. But let's see if this will click in here. All right, we have the Arctic Spires track. Now this one has been in game. I've covered this in a video. Man, it's probably been a couple months now. Let's see if we can get the other one to pop in though. Is that gonna do it? So the other song is called Marbled Anemone. Trying to pronounce that right. Anybody that has watched Finding Nemo knows. I think that's one of the bits in it, right? Alright, we'll cut ahead to when I have this going. Okay, I was wrong. I must have been in the glacial forest, jumped over there, and the music was still playing. So this is the Marbled Anemone. I think this has actually been in game. I think I covered this in another video. Still a really good track. That's why I'm still going to let it play right now while we go look around here. So let's go back over to, or actually this right here I wanted to cover before we go over there. It does seem like we have a detail pass right here. It's kind of the exit out of the glacial forest. Just seems like we have a little bit more going on. And I'm noticing that in general, just in the whole world. A lot of blending with the wall edge, adding more rocks and things right there. Or it doesn't look just flat. Changing the elevation of it. So yeah, we have that right there. Very subtle. And that may have been in game for a while. Just something that just caught my eye. Let's see. We got the Ice Worm Arena. Oh, it jumped on me. Ooh, wrong one. Let's be the... Right here. Here we go. I don't know if I've covered the Phi Robotics song, but that's plain. But looking at this right here, our entry point into the kind of tunnel system down there, coming up here, like I said, just more detail on everything. Seems like more detail on the ground as well. Very subtle. It's just not looking flat anymore. Let's bring the fog back on and then the weather. There we go. Get rid of that. Fog is on, right? Yeah. This gives off like a Stranger Things vibe. So we have that. And then let's go ahead and just go over to the Arctic Spire area. The biggest thing I noticed over here, along the wall edge, right? Because I remember they had some of this. Like I said, it just seems like there's been another pass with making sure that this is filled out. That way it's just not like a straight line against the wall. We have more rocks. Comes all the way around. And the biggest area outside of right here that I noticed it, we'll jump all the way over here. So where we have the iceworm graveyard. So it just seems tweaked to me. More rocks, things like that. And actually, let's go here. And it's probably been in for a while. I just never noticed this little pocket over here on the back end. Where you have the carcass up there. And then, yeah, you can come right here and you'll find some goodies. What do we got? Copper and lithium. So, but it's coming along nicely. So we have that. And actually, let's ghost in here. Let's get this song going while we go. It will. Alright. Next, let's go all the way over here to the edge of the map on the outside of the lily pad biome. More work being done over here too. I'm very interested to see just where they're going with all this. If it's gonna have some stuff over here to actually come find. Come down here. So this has kind of been like this for a while. Just more tweaks to it, right? It's looking more Subnautica. You can kind of still see some areas that looks like they're going to shave off. But yeah, not sure if they're going to put anything over here of interest that we need to come find. But right here specifically. There we go. This was just flat. And now you see all the cuts and the grooves in it. But if I'm just looking at this right here, because that's a big area. Started popping out on me. I mean, there's a lot that they could do with this. I'm hopeful that they do put some interesting stuff over here for us to come find. I'd hate for this just to be a wasted portion of a biome. I could see people building some really cool bases here also. But, let's go. If you go like that, you can't really see much until you get up close. It's pretty dark over here. Build a base, and then you'll have the void caliciterate coming after you. Are we in a... What's going on? Are we in an eclipse? No, it's just cloudy. Let's say it's looking dark. It kinda is a little tweaked over here. Not much. It just seems like they're bringing in the world edge a little bit. Right? Same thing over here. I'm wondering what they're going to do. I almost expect thermal spires to kind of be right here. just because it's so close to this geological area where we have the ground sampler right there. But we'll see. I never heard from the devs on, there used to be these huge ice chunks right here that were in the water. This is months ago. I did a video and I asked the community manager about it, and she was going to check in on it. I just never heard back. I don't want to keep bothering her about it, but they removed them for those that remember. So I don't think they're going to be back in game. They looked really cool. I wish they'd bring them back. It was just an interesting looking thing. It reminded me of some of the concept art that they did, but oh well. So that's really going to be it for this one. Not as many things going on at the moment. In terms of when do I expect this, because I know that's still a big question. When are we going to see a release date? I think they'll announce it in the next month and a half, because we're getting really close to the projected kind of time frame for the Switch version of Subnautica, and with that they were going to do Below Zero as well. So I think we're going to see it here pretty soon, and especially with what we have going on right now, which is just a ton of polish. You'll see a lot of that with the Subnautica Changes Twitter account, a lot of mentions of the end game, and with that end game, just a lot of polish on animations and things like that. So that'll be the last thing. They're saving that. It's still hidden just because they don't want to leak like with the first game. But we'll see. Fingers crossed. I know a lot of people are ready to have this thing out. I'm also curious to see if when they do announce it, are we going to see this coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X? I think we will. There's the camera mess up, as you can see. The camera's on our feet. But I'm curious to see if we're going to see simultaneous launch. Maybe that's part of why it's potentially taking a little bit longer, because they want to make sure that they can launch it on those, or do they launch this and then within the next year? That's one of the things that they actually get done, is bringing it to the next gen consoles. So that's actually going to be it for this one, everybody. I wish I had more exciting news to share with everybody than the stuff that I'm kind of covering right now, but I did want to make a video and at least cover some of this stuff. So that's going to be it for this one. If you like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.